How was that for entertainment value? Game 1, wild card series. Red Sox win it 3-1 in genuinely one of the most intense games I've ever watched. Like ever. Man, like that was such good grade A playoff baseball. It was a throwback, man. A complete pitcher's duel throughout, enough traffic that there's always some kind of tension going on. It was fantastic. Fantastic. You have runners getting stranded. You've got big time hits from small time players. Like it had everything you could have hoped for game 1. But really, it starts and it ends with Garrett Crochet. We said coming into this series, the biggest anxiety the Yankees should have is that they have to go up against Garrett Crochet game 1. And when you have a 3-game series, a couple of innings can really make or best of 3 series, a couple of innings can really make a huge difference. What we saw from Garrett Crochet in game 1 of this wild card series was nothing short of historic. It's one of the great postseason starts in Red Sox history. A 125-year history. Garrett Crochet went out there and did exactly what you went out and got Garrett Crochet for. I mean, a grown man stat line. First playoff start ever. And it's on the road against the highest scoring team in Major League Baseball. And oh yeah, not for nothing, it's Red Sox Yankees. What does he do? 7 2/3. 4 hits, 1 run, 0 walks, and 11 strikeouts. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. Gives up the home run to Volpe, which I hear a lot of people talking about. Oh, that's a rinky-dink little league home run. That one isn't, okay? The only ballpark it wouldn't have been a homer at, ironically enough, would have been Fenway Park. But after the Volpe home run, he sets down 17 straight Yankees. And that last pitch, his career high 117th pitch of the night, the fastest pitch in the game at 100.2 miles per hour, strikes out Austin Wells. Oink, 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 an absolute pig. Like completely as advertised, man. He's one of 5 Red Sox pitchers ever to have 10-plus strikeouts in a playoff game. The elite company, Beckett, Pedro, Smokey Joe Wood, Big Bill Dineen. We're going back 120 years to find company for what Garrett Crochet did last night. For a guy who all the concerns were coming in to this season, coming into last month in September, was has he thrown enough innings? Is he durable enough? Are we overusing him? Most pitches by any one pitcher in the playoffs since 2019. Steven Strasburg. This guy was untouchable last night. It's as good as anything we've seen from a Red Sox postseason starter in my book since 2007, Josh Beckett, when he was unhittable. Like that's how good it was. And don't just take my word for it. Like, let's hear from the Yankees. Here's what the greatest hitter in the game right now had to say about Garrett Crochet.
Crochet tonight.
He's the best pitcher in the game. He's going to work all his pitches. Work a little bit more off speed in there early on, but we got the Volpe homer, but couldn't really, and we got guys on there do much after that.
Best pitcher in the game. Not going to argue with you, Aaron. You know what you're talking about. And the best part about all of it, too, is not just that Crochet went out there and did it. Like, we knew he was going to shove. But better yet, he knew it. When you go out and get an ace, okay, you want him to have a complete F-you attitude, man. Here's my fastball. Try and hit it. I don't care where we're playing the game, home, away. I don't care if we're playing the best offense in baseball. It's me. This is my time. Dude's never pitched a playoff game, mind you. Never pitched a playoff game. We knew he was going to shove, but more importantly, he knew he was going to shove. And Alex Cora knew he was only going to make one call to the bullpen because Garrett Crochet told him so.
An error where pitchers almost never pitch that long. What is it in Crochet's makeup that you saw him having the ability to do that?
It started yesterday. We were joking around that for some reason our front office was in the bullpen checking something over there, and he was in the dugout with me, and I told him we should call the bullpen, and he's like, tomorrow you're going to make one call to the bullpen. I say maybe two. He's like, no, one. He's going to be straight to Chappie. I'm like, okay, I'll take that, and that's how it worked out.
Just balls hitting the floor, man. Just dragging on the floor. Garrett Crochet, Alex Cora, they worked this game absolutely perfectly. Later in the show, by the way, I want to talk about how Alex Cora completely managed circles around Aaron Boone in this game, even though I think Aaron Boone probably gets a little bit too much flack. But it starts with that Yankee bullpen in the seventh inning. You know, as great as Crochet was pitching, the Red Sox offense couldn't touch Max Fried. It was a shutout through 6 in the third, and then they take him out. And all of a sudden, the wheels fall off. This Yankee bullpen, still the worst bullpen in the postseason, but definitely was better in the last few weeks of the regular season. And it starts with Ceddanne Rafaela. I mean, can we just tell Ceddanne Rafaela that every at-bat is like the World Series on the line? When he's in a big at-bat, he comes through all the time, man, all the time. And sometimes it's not even with a hit. Best plate appearance, not at bat, best plate appearance of the whole season for Ceddanne. Luke Weaver comes in. He falls down 0-2, and he's the toughest guy to walk in the entire league. Like, the dude does not want to walk. He and Trevor Story, it's almost impossible to walk them. And he's down 0-2. Somehow, he works an 11-pitch at-bat plate appearance and walks. And then it's Nick Sogard. And this is so important to the Cora aspect of things. Nick Sogard was only in the lineup because it was a lefty starter. The only reason. His OPS is 300 points higher against lefties than it is against righties. It's like 540 against righties. And he sticks in there. And I'm like, why? Why is he sticking with him? And then Nick Sogard comes through with the biggest hit of the night. Biggest hit of the night. It's a single 10 times out of 10, except Aaron Judge lollygags it out there, kind of tosses it in, and there goes Sogard, forcing the issue, gets to second, now second and third. That is the difference in the game right there. When the runs come at such a premium, that was the difference in the game, because then you get Alex Cora even more in his bag. He's pinch hitting for his leadoff guy. But Masataka Yoshida, what a damn story. One of the worst hitters in baseball all year. Like, just a complete waste of a roster spot for months and months. But in September, all the way to the last day, he was hot. And I thought Lou Merloni had a good point about this after the game, where he said, yeah, you're pinch hitting for your leadoff guy, but you get second and third and one out. You need someone who's going to put the ball in play here. Like, bar none. You got to have someone who's doing that. Masataka does not walk a lot. He also doesn't strike out a lot. And so he comes in, first pitch swinging, belt high, up the middle, base hit. Red Sox take the lead. Bregman gets a $40 million hit, 2-strike double for the insurance run. And there it is. You've won the ball game. Well, then the ninth inning happens. Okay. Chapman gets the big out in the eighth. I liked that move. I think that was the right move. You could have gone Whitlock, but I think then you face Whitlock against Ben Rice, who he's never faced. But I like the chances of Chapman versus the lefties specifically, but also the righties in this Yankee lineup. Gets the big out, stays out for the ninth. It was a bit of a long top of the ninth, and it's looking bleak, man. Single, bases loaded, nobody out. And I'm screaming. I'm like, man, you've got Whitlock out there. Chapman has been the best reliever in baseball this year, but Whitlock's been like number 2 or 3 all year. I'm like, you gotta bring someone in. Like, you can't let this go on. Chapman doesn't get hit. When he gets into trouble in like his whole career, it's been walks. And he hasn't been hit at all this year. I'm like, this is bad. His fastball is 95. I don't know if he's sick or what, but you got to get him out of there. That's probably one of the reasons why I don't manage the Boston Red Sox. No one warming up in the bullpen. This was primed for a huge Chapman playoff implosion. Just like all the Yankees fans thought and were hoping was coming. Anthony Armando, the Monument Pod yesterday, saying, hey, maybe that happens. We've seen it before. We've seen the Altuve thing. But this is a different Aroldis Chapman. A different one. Strikeout, shallow fly ball, strikeout, ball game. And for as much talk about how historic Garrett Crochet was, how about the Yankees making some history last night? First team in MLB history in the postseason to load the bases with no outs in the ninth inning and not only lose that game, but not score a single run. That's the kind of history we're talking about. Red Sox Yankees game 1. And now you're in the driver's seat. What did I say? This best of 3 series, you get one dominant start, and all it takes is a couple of bounces after that. And you've gone out and got that. And you still have your biggest advantage as your biggest advantage, which is your bullpen. You only used one guy last night. But that's all part of how Alex Cora just managed circles around Aaron Boone.